Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. Thank you very much. Today's video is going to be a lot different from what I normally do, but I just think this needs to be put out there. I came across this as I was surfing for news, actually this morning. Now, I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't, but I just think this needs to be put out there. If you remember Gary Glitter from the 70s, the pop star, then you probably know he's been arrested many times for pedophilia. Well, he was just sent to prison again. I just think this needs to be. I found this on the BBC, so let's take a look. The singer, whose real name is Paul Gadd, was freed in February after serving half his 16-year jail term for sexually abusing 3 schoolgirls. His recall comes just after a month since being freed. Upon release, he was subject to license conditions, including having a GPS tag. The pop star, 79, was one of the biggest music stars of the 70s. He was jailed in 2015 for attempted rape, 4 counts of indecent assault, and 1 having sex with a girl under 13. A probation service spokesman said protecting the public was their #1 priority, adding that that's why we set tough license conditions, and when offenders breach them, we don't hesitate to return them to custody. Gadd, who had been held at HMP The Vern, a low-security Category C jail in Portland, Dorset. When he was released, he was also subject to close monitoring by police and probation officers, with the Ministry of Justice saying at the time sex offenders faced some of the strictest license conditions. Gadd was not added to the sex offenders register for those crimes because they were committed before the register was introduced. However, he was already ordered to sign the register for life when he returned to the UK after he was found guilty of sexually abusing 2 young girls in Vietnam in 2006. He had been at the height of his fame when he attacked 2 girls aged 12 and 13 after inviting them backstage to his dressing room. His youngest victim has been less than 10 years old when he crept into her bed and tried to rape her in 1975. He had denied allegations against him, but he was found guilty after a trial lasting 3 weeks. In 2015, at the time of the sentencing, Judge McCreath said he could find no real evidence that Gadd had atoned for his crimes, and described his abuse of a girl under 10 as appalling. Allegations that led to Gadd's imprisonment came to light when he became the first person to be arrested under Operation U-Tree, the investigation launched by the Met in 2012 in the wake of the Jimmy Savile scandal. Gadd, who performed as Gary Glitter, had 3 UK #1 hits, including on the leader of the gang, I Am. His fall from grace began decades later in 1999 after he admitted possessing thousands of images that showed child sex abuse and was jailed for 4 months. Upon being freed, he went abroad and in 2002 was expelled from Cambodia amid sex crime allegations. He was later convicted of sexually abusing 2 girls in neighboring Vietnam in March of 2006 and spent 2.5 years in jail. On returning to the UK in 2008, he was forced to sign the sex offenders registry in 2012. He was arrested in London home following an investigation by detectives before the case that led to his latest conviction came to trial in January of 2015. I was very uncomfortable doing this, to be honest with you. I actually prayed on it, whether to do it or not. So like I say, I don't want to offend anybody, but these type things eat at me, and I just think it needed to be put out there. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but it's just, you do the crime, you do the time, and part of that is being put out here in the public eye. I can't explain it. It eats at me, and I have to do what I have to do. And I feel like I was meant to do this. I had to do this. So, if you're offended by this, I'm sorry, and please don't comment and give me too much grief on it, please. Please, if you like what you're seeing here, you know what I mean, Please subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. I'll be praying for you.